Okay, so here are some of my seeds that I have. These are all left over from previous years. I find seeds last, a few years. Because I have such a small garden, I don't use a whole pack. So last year I had these. They're called Honeybee. They're kind of a yellowy, light orange tomato. They're cherry tomato. They were really good. They were really tasty. The plants had a lot of tomatoes on them, and actually my neighbor saw the chipmunks running away with them in their arms. It was quite funny. So I'll be planting this again. This I didn't plant last year, but I did buy last year, but I ended up not planting it. It was a Good Keeper tomato. I'll see if I have room to plant it. It's supposed to be to keep in the fall. You can wrap it up in newspaper and keep it on a shelf, and you can have tomatoes for a little while longer. These were the Bonnie Best. These did not turn out that well last year. They got blight really bad. So I think I'm going to skip them this year and not grow them. This is a Brandywine. This is my favorite tomato in the world. It takes a lot longer to come, but it's a huge tomato. The taste is amazing. So I always have to have one or two of these. And we will have that again this year. What else do we have? Oh, these are seeds my son gave me. They're called Green Zebra. This is a nice tomato. It never turns red. It stays green. It's actually quite sweet, and it's just really nice change. Looks great if you're making a pizza. You can put different colored tomatoes on it, so it's just pretty, and I like the sweet mild taste. Next we have I've got some peppers, which I'm going to start. This is a Bulldog paprika. You're supposed to be able to dry these. They actually didn't grow for me last year, so I'm going to try them again because I still have some seed. I have cayenne. These were nice. These are easy to grow. You get some nice hot peppers. These seeds I got from my son. I've got some jalapeno seeds. These grew well. The jalapenos always do well for me. They're super easy to grow. What else do I have? Oh, my tomatillos. These super easy to grow as well. I love these for making a salsa. Well, you get a lot of them, and they're super easy, and they're kind of cool looking. Big plants with, they're related to Chinese lanterns, because that's kind of what they look like, except the lantern's bigger, and inside you've got this little tomato thing that you can eat. I've got eggplant, Black King, dark purple. These are great. I always like to have some eggplant. These I've never grown before. These are called Sunberry. I don't know. They're kind of like a blueberry thing, but they're annual. So we're going to try these this year and see what they're like. And what else do I have? I've got here another little pack of something. I don't know. Oh, I think I know. These are my Principe Borghese tomatoes. I love these. These are an old Italian heirloom. They're like a cherry tomato, but shaped kind of like a paste tomato. And they're awesome. And they're really good for drying. And the plants are pretty tough. They don't seem to... Last year, a lot of my tomatoes got sick with wilt, and these didn't get it. So we're definitely growing these again. Then I have a few flowers I want to plant. I've got here Mimulus. These are great. These are really pretty, or their common name is monkey flower. They come in all different colors, yellow, white, pinks. They kind of look a little bit like a petunia, I guess. But they like the shade. So these are great for the front of my house, and they have these cool markings on them that I think that's where they get the monkey face from. So we're going to try to grow these. I have some Agastache or licorice mint, which is really popular with butterflies and hummingbirds. This is a perennial, and I think you can make a tea out of it, but I just think it looks really pretty. It's really tall though, it's like 4 feet, so you kind of have to put it at the back of the border. So we're going to try to have some of this in the yard because I really try to attract birds and beneficial insects into my yard. I'm going to try this. This is foxglove. Well, I just think foxglove is really pretty. This one says that it will flower the first year, so we'll see. This is a kind of a delphinium, but it's not like your regular delphinium. I think it's the Chinese variety. So it's not as tall. It's quite short, but it's very blue. And I like blue flowers because it's not a color you see too often. So we'll see if this grows. This is perennial as well. Next, we have the Verbena Berinacea. Well, I can't say it, but it's Berinacea, or the Brazilian verbena. It's tall. It's very wispy. It has these beautiful little flowers at the top. Again, the bugs and the butterflies just love it. She's just so pretty, and you can kind of pop it in anywhere because it kind of doesn't really have leaves. It's just kind of this tall little wispy thing. Kind of reminds me a bit of dill, but it's just really pretty. So that's it for what I'm going to take outside. I'm going to go outside and do the mess out there because planting seeds can be a messy job. So I'm going to go out there.